Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's me again, Rasta, Fun and Truth. All right, so we're gonna touch a very touchy topic today. It's about why men cheat or why females lose interest in men. Very touchy topic, but I try to divulge in this as much as I can, and please leave your comments and feedback after watching this video because you know a video like this can't have a part one. We have to have a part two. So let's dive in. All right. Well, when it comes to men and why men cheat, there's never really a right answer to that. But there are many things that can actually lead up to that. So let's think, or let's just brainstorm. Well, you have some men who definitely feel like because they are called men, they reserve the right to actually just treat females how they feel and do whatever they feel, which can never be right on the part of a female because remember, females are human beings just the same as men, and we are all created human. We are all created as human, as one, so none should be above the other. But on Bible principles and teaching that we have gone through over the past decades or years, men tend to feel like they should always be macho and they should have the last talk and stuff like that. I mean, no, I can understand being in a relationship. A man will be able to be allowed to make certain decisions based on the type of relationship they have with their partners or female or spouse or wives, whatever. But that does not give a man no right to actually think it's okay for him to go out there and cheat and it's okay and a female should not have nothing to say about it. No, that cannot be. So you see, some men feel like they should be the lion king and they reserve the right to do anything. No. But there can also be things that contribute to men cheating. Like, you have a female or a wife that's nagging, and it's like you have some men who definitely are not troublemakers, so to speak, in relationship. But when you have a female that's controlling or nagging, I mean, that can actually lead to men cheating. Because a man is gonna always wanna feel like when he comes home to his female wife or whatever, that should be his place of rest. And if you have a female that's gonna be all up in your face and not being your peace or being your rest, I mean, stuff like those can contribute to men actually cheating. So you see, there's a lot of things that can actually contribute to that. And having a relationship, you have to take time out to really look into your relationship and scrutinize and really find out what are the pluses and what are the minuses, and then you try to get away from the minuses and try to add to the pluses. And because we're living in a time right now where things are so on the fast go, people don't normally stop anymore and actually check their relationship. So, okay, you're nagging me, boom, I'm gonna get somebody else and have sex with, and boom. No, we need to go back to where people actually find what the problem is and resolve it. Nobody's doing that no more because everybody's on the fast go, and I think that's where part of the problem really is right now. The next thing that can actually push men to cheat, you're in a relationship as a man and you lost your job, and because you were the breadwinner, your female feel like, I mean, you have no need to be talking to her or telling her how to do stuff anymore because you're no longer the breadwinner, which is actually unfair, because a relationship should not be built on who has the most money or who call the shot. No, that's why it's called a relationship. It's between two persons. So if one's not able to do this, then I mean the other one can at least back him or her up during that period of time until things get back to a level standard, a level stage. The next thing, where the whole cheating thing is concerned, sometimes you have some females that are lawyers, doctors, and those females that are in top jobs and stuff like that. They think like because they have these professions, a man is beneath them, and this is one of the main reason why you find, so you go to some clubs or restaurants and you see like 5 6 females sitting around a table enjoying themselves, all females, and if you were to check that out, not one of them have a husband or a real man in their life. Why? Because they become so dependent on themselves, and because they're so successful, they think that they don't need a man. And to be truthful, no man is an island. Whether it be man or woman, male or female, everybody's gonna need somebody at some point to be of some form of company or companion to them. So whether you're rich like Donald Trump or Bush Stewart or whoever you wanna call it, at some point in time, your money becomes dormant and you're gonna need the companionship or the company of someone. So you see, these are some of the things that actually cause issues in relationship, and we as male, we need to sometimes we need to listen a little bit more to our females, and females can do the same sometimes, and tone down and just listen to your male at some point or sometime in life, because there's a thin line between happiness and issues or chaos. And because the line is so thin, most people don't take time out to realize that. And that's why it's so easy. If you realize right now that you realize that no one is actually staying together again, it's just so easy for everybody to just break up. No one take time out to resolve anything or talk things over anymore. 70% or 60% of the men right now are opting to live by themselves. Why? Not because of financial or anything. No. Because the whole thing where nobody wanted to assume the responsibility of anything anymore. So everybody's looking the easier way out. And most men think the easier way out right now is just being by themselves. I mean, me personally, I love my space. I love my space as a male because I love solitude. But that does not mean I don't want a partner, or I shouldn't have a partner. Because there are many times I'm faced with stuff where not even myself can resolve it. And you definitely need someone else's input to deal with it. So you see, there's a whole lot of things, and I'm just doing this video to highlight a few of the things, and we'll get back in part two. Okay? Like and subscribe, share, and tell your friends about this channel where we can always sit and have a civilized conversation about the things that we face on a daily basis. But I mean, there are so many things that causing men or women to cheat, because we can even go into the whole issue of men having impotence issues. Every female wants a man or requires a man that's gonna be like as you go there. But unfortunately, all men won't be like that. And being a female in a relationship, if you're faced with a partner that are having issues, I think the right thing for you as a female is to meet him halfway, find the best common ground to actually talk about whatever the issues are, or the issue is, and try to resolve it. Because when it comes to the whole sex thing, or issues with sex in a relationship, it's a very tricky and delicate situation. So male or female, whoever is having the issue, need to try to be as vigilant in the way he or her approach the situation, or getting to talk about it, so it can be resolved. Because let me tell you this, male, speaking from my point of view as a male, I operate off confidence.